Okay, this is section 4-3, and our topic here is the exterior angle theorem. And so, first thing we need to take a look at is in a triangle how to determine where the exterior angles are. So, if we have a triangle's got three interior angles. So the angles that are at the vertices of the triangle, those are the interior angles. Interior means inside. The angles inside the triangle, those are interior angles. Now, an exterior angle is formed by taking one of the sides of the triangle and extending it. So if you took this side of the triangle and extended it, this angle that's formed is the exterior angle. Also, if I took this side right here and extended it, that could form also an exterior angle. So an exterior angle can be formed by extending any side of the triangle. Now, make sure that you understand that it's an extended side of the triangle. In this example, this is not an exterior angle of the triangle. Why? Because this is not formed by extending one of the sides of the triangle. I could either extend this side or I could extend this side, but I can't just create a new draw in a new segment there and say that's the exterior angle, because that would only be part of the exterior angle. So the full exterior angle, if I extended this side, would go from here all the way over to here. Alright? So again, just make sure we understand an exterior angle is formed by extending one of the sides of the triangle. If it's not extending a side, then it's not forming an exterior angle. Okay? Now, here's what the exterior angle theorem states. It says the exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of the two remote interior angles. So the exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of the two remote interior angles. Alright, so for example, right here, if I know this exterior angle is 140, it must equal the sum of the two remote interior angles. Now, how many interior angles did we say a triangle has? It has 3, okay? And so two of them are going to be remote interior angles. And we have to ask ourselves, well, how do I know which ones are the remote interior angles? It all hinges on this word, remote. Okay, so what does remote mean? All right, and no, it doesn't mean control, but you use a remote control to control the TV from where? Remotely, which means far away. A remote island is an island that's far away from everything else. So remote means far away. And so that remote would be with respect to the exterior angle. So if this is my exterior angle, this interior angle is adjacent or connected to it, but these two are far away or remote. So of the three interior angles, one is adjacent or connected to it. That's the near interior angle or the local interior angle. And the remote interior angles would be the ones that are further away, not connected to it, in other words. So the exterior angle theorem says that these two add up to the exterior angle. 60 plus 80 equals 140. Likewise here, if I have a 130, it would be equal to the sum of these two angles. 60 plus 70 equals to 130. Okay? So again, the exterior angle of a triangle equals to the sum of the two remote interiors. Okay? So let's actually practice some problems now. Let's say I wanted to find the measure of angle 1, which is here. Alright, so angle 1 is an exterior angle. It should be equal to the sum of these two remote interior angles. So if I add these two up, I should have the answer. 54 plus 48 is going to add up to 102. So the measure of angle 1 is 102. Alright, so on this one we're looking for angle 1 this time. Now angle 1 is not my exterior angle, right? The exterior angle is 128. Angle 1 is one of the remote interior angles. So this plus this equals to 128. So if these two should add up to 128, okay, then if I wanted to get angle 1, the missing angle, 62 plus something equals 128, in order to figure out what that angle 1 is, I'd have to do 128 minus 62, and then that would leave me with 66. So 62 plus 66 equals to 128. The two remote interiors add up to the exterior. All right? Okay, here's another one, same style of question. And let's say that angle 1 is what I'm looking for, right? Angle 1 is what I'm looking for. And so I have another remote interior angle, and I have an exterior angle, 135. Well, angle 1 plus 82 should equal to 135, so if I want the measure of angle 1, I need to do 135 minus 82. And that leaves me with 53. Okay? Alright, the next one. Okay, at first glance, you're probably going to say, oh, angle 1 exterior, it's equal to 68 plus 42. However, that is not the right answer. These two don't add up to angle 1. Remember, which two interior angles add up to the exterior angle? It's the remote interiors. 42 is not a remote interior angle. It's connected to angle 1. So if I wanted angle 1, I would have to add the 68 and the blank angle, right? And so I could get this one because all three on the inside of a triangle add up to 180. Okay, but that would probably be more work than taking another attempt. And that other attempt would be this. Angle 1 and 42, together they form a linear pair. So that means they add up to 180. So if I do 180 minus 42, then I can find that this angle is 138. Okay, so also if I did 180 minus 68 minus 62 and get what was here, and then add those two up, that should give me 138 as well. You can double check and verify that. Okay. What else we got? Okay, the next type of problem is one where it's asking us to find the value of x. So what I'm going to do is, based on the interior and exterior angles that are given to me, I'm going to set up an equation that I can solve for x. So like for example in this first one, remember the two remote interiors equal to the exterior angle. So the equation that I can write is these two add up to equal this. So I can write 2x plus 48 equals 122. Alright, so from here my equation solving skills come in. I want x by itself. I need to move the 48 over to the other side. 2x is equal to 122 minus 48. Alright, so 2x would then have to be equal to, if I subtract that off, makes 74. And I'm ready to divide by 2. And so my x is equal to 37. And so that's the correct value for x. Okay? Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, so on the next one, these two remote interior angles should add up to 140. Once again, equation 4x plus 6x equals 140. Alright, so I've got those two adding up to 140, so that's now when I need to solve for x, I can combine like terms. 4x plus 6x is 10x. And so now we're ready to finish this off by dividing by 10, which means my x is equal to 14. And so 14 is the correct answer here. If you wanted to verify, I could put 14 times 4, see what that angle is. 14 times 6, see what that angle is, and see if those two add up to 140. Alright? And let's see here. Next problem now looks like this. Okay, so my exterior angle, 5x plus 10, it should be equal now to the sum of the remote interiors, which is those two. And so 80 plus 60, that's going to add up to 140. Now I have an equation I can solve for x, and I'll start by moving the 10 over to the other side. 5x equals to 140 minus 10. 5x equals to 130. I'm ready now to divide by 5, and I know now that my my x is going to be equal to 26. Alright, so there you go. Let's look at one more example. Alright, so on one like this, okay, it looks a little bit strange, but really in essence all that's happening is they're giving you two exterior angles. You can just pick either one you want and you'll actually get the same answer. So I need to decide which exterior angle I'm going to work off of. Alright, and so I'm going to choose to work off of 120 because I know now these are the two remote interiors. Okay, so there you go. And of course now I can add those two remote interiors together. 2x minus 4 plus 30 equals to 120. Alright, and once again I write that equation from the theorem that we had looked at the beginning, right? Exterior angle theorem. Alright, so now once we've written that out, we need to try to solve it. And so I'm going to have 2x. I can do minus 4 plus 30 and get plus 26 equals to 120. Okay, so we're going to do now 2x is equal to 120 minus 26. Whatever goes across, it's got to change the sign of it. And so 120 minus 26 is going to be 94, I believe. Alright, divide by 2, x is equal to 47. And then that is your answer. And that's it for this lesson.